Ask B Wiley, is it normal to fight every week in a relationship or when I'm dating someone? Number one, what are y'all fussing and fighting about? If you're watching this and you and the person that you're dating and or in a relationship with, you're constantly bickering, y'all got to get down to the bottom of what the heck are y'all fighting about. The thing is, you can't continue to go around the same mountain. When you're in this argument and in this discussion, the point is to solve, the point is to resolve. So if you're just fussing and cussing at each other, like, what are you doing? That doesn't even make sense. It's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for him, and it's not going to keep the dating relationship on solid ground. Some people just like to argue, and I will never understand people who like to go back and forth. Me personally, I'm not going back and forth with Nathan. Yes, Nathaniel. I'm not going back and forth. So if you're that kind of person that likes to go back and forth, you have to ask yourself, why is it that I like to be angry? Why do I like to be triggered? Why do I like to be bothered? And then open that thing up and like, well, what is it? Where did this come from? Where does it stem from? And then you go back until that usually comes from childhood. Y'all already know all these toxic traits we begin becoming from childhood. So then you got to break that down. And if you truly want to date this guy and be with this guy, then you have to work on yourself. There's nothing wrong with finding fault in self and say, you know what, self, I do be cussing and fussing and yelling and I like to fight. Like, what is that about? You get down to that. So that means you might have to get professional help. You might have to get a counselor, a therapist, a life coach, whatever you need to do for you, you do it. You work on yourself. And then with him, he can do the same. But if you're two people that like each other, why are y'all fighting all the time? It just doesn't make good sense. Think about it. You like working at your job, so you're going to go to your job every day and cuss your boss out. I make that make sense because you're not going to be working there that long. Just like in a dating relationship. If you cussing this dude out every day, you acting a fool, giving him the cold shoulder, leaving him on red, why would he want to be with you? The same goes for him. If he's leaving you on red, talking to you crazy, being disrespectful, anything you say, he's combative. For the combative dudes, step to the front of the congregation. Y'all are annoying AF. So if you're dating a combative guy, usually there's no working around with that. And a lot of women will try to work with a dude. Like, why is you trying to work with trash? It's trash when he's combative. It's trash when he leaves you on red. It's trash when he doesn't consider your feelings. It's trash when he don't even try to resolve the problems. It's trash when he decides he is the problem and he don't give a crap. That's trash. That's a trashy dude. So why are you floating and walking and waiting around in trash? I don't get it. So unless the both of you can come together and communicate like you both got good sense, it's never going to work. And you're going to continue to argue and it's going to start from small and it continues to escalate. And some people think if you just don't say anything about it that it'll go away. No, it won't. It will actually keep getting bigger. You can't keep sweeping things under the rug like these arguments that mean something to you and then think that at the end of the week that rug is not going to be a big mountain in front of your door and you can't even get out your front door. So do yourselves a favor. Sit down like adults and ask each other. You want to inquire. You want to ask, inquire, watch your body language, communicate like you got some sense, learn how to listen, and really figure out what the problem is. And sometimes you just irritated. Sometimes there ain't even a problem. You just irritated, annoyed. And if that's the case, that's not a him thing, that's a you thing. And you need to work on that. It's okay to work on yourself. It's okay. I'm telling you, it's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That don't mean you less than. That don't mean you're unattractive. It just means that we all have tweaks. We all have to make these necessary tweaks. We all need to sharpen our saws and we need to be the best versions of ourselves. But as long as you continue to vibrate and operate from a low vibration, you're going to continue to attract that. So as long as you want to fuss and cuss and argue, he's going to be right there with you. He's going to stand 10 toes down with you with that. But if you decide to rise up and resolve, he going to meet you there too. But if he doesn't, that means possibly you shouldn't be dating him. If he's unwilling to be reasonable, to compromise and to have open communication, then you need to question, why would I want to be with someone that I got to fuss and fight with every day? Why is that attractive to you? Why is that appealing to you? Why is that entertaining for you? Why do you like that? Why are you drawn to that? Questions that only you can answer. So answer those questions and let me know how it goes in the comments. Until then, you want to make sure you're watching me here on TikTok. You subscribe to my YouTube. And if you ever want me to address your mess in a video, feel free to DM me and or email me. Talk to you later.